Now to a CBS 2 Investigators exclusive. We've uncovered troubling, never-before-seen video of Chicago police breaking down doors, raiding homes, and terrorizing innocent families. The raids pitted police against innocent families because the officers failed to verify they had the correct addresses.
The families are telling CBS 2 investigator Dave Savini they were humiliated, their children traumatized, and their homes ripped apart. And we've learned it's happened over and over again.
Chicago Police Search Warrant! Chicago Police Search Warrant!
Through the lens of a Chicago police body camera, you are getting a glimpse inside a raid at the wrong apartment.
Get on the ground!
A team of officers bust into a West Side apartment with handguns and assault rifles looking for heroin and cocaine. Terrifying 9-year-old Peter Mendez and his family.
It was like my life just flashed before my eyes.
He and his family had been packing boxes, prepping to move when police stormed in with guns drawn.
Where did they point the gun at you?
I wanted to like right here, but like straight at it.
Your hands behind your back, buddy.
Police handcuffed Peter's dad, Gilbert Mendez, on the floor of the kitchen, then got him up and walked him into the room where his boys were. That's when they saw the cuffs around their dad's wrists and panicked even more. We showed the wrong raid video to Sheila Bedi, a Northwestern University law professor who's part of the police consent decree negotiations.
There's no reason why these children had to see their father handcuffed. The children's screams are just heartbreaking.
Bedi says that can traumatize a child. She also says children shouldn't have guns pointed at them.
When a police officer points a gun at somebody, it is a use of force.
Just the saddest moment.
They really hurt you that day.
The CBS 2 investigators broke this wrong raid story in August. Around the same time, another bad raid took place and was recorded by a neighbor.
They got a warrant in their hand.
A SWAT team, including an armored vehicle, surrounded Ebony Tate's house.
It was just fear, because I didn't want to make the wrong move. I didn't know what was happening.
Once again, police had the wrong address and held more children at gunpoint, says Tate's mother.
And then they had a gun this close to your face.
Kids too?
Yes.
She says her 13-year-old grandson had a gun trained on him.
Where did they point the rifle?
Around. I'm like, oh my God, please don't let him shoot my baby. If he had moved or tripped or anything, who's to say what the cop would have done?
The CBS 2 investigators are uncovering a pattern of officers getting warrants with bad addresses that were signed off and approved by their superiors, prosecutors, and judges. Even before these two bad raids, there was this one.
Yeah, they used a tank, rammed the door.
In January 2017, Sharnia Phillips says a SWAT team busted through her door and used a flashbang grenade.
If I just would have stepped over 1 inch, I would have been right behind that door.
You would have gotten smashed.
I would have gotten smashed.
She says police tore through her place looking for a stash of assault rifles with laser scopes. What did they find? This .38 caliber Ruger.
Which you had a license to have.
Which I have license to have.
Why did she have it? It was for her job as a parole officer.
Thank God she didn't bring her pistol down.
Peter Cantwell, Phillips' attorney, says if she'd been holding her gun, she could have been shot.
So you could have been killed that night.
I could have been killed.
So this is just irresponsible. It's reckless, and it's reckless disregard.
Another troubling pattern involves officers and supervisors apparently failing to follow multiple department rules during raids.
You're going to get a copy of the search warrant.
These families say police repeatedly refused to tell them why they were being raided and waited until they were done searching before ever turning over the warrants.
They gave me the search warrant after they tore up the house.
They never showed me a warrant until after 2 hours.
CPD rules say warrants need to be turned over promptly. Had that been done, police would have quickly learned they were in the wrong homes.
They live upstairs. They live upstairs.
Why don't you just...
Even more egregious in the Mendez case, police can be heard whispering about raiding the wrong place.
He gave us the wrong apartment. He gave us the wrong apartment.
Bad information from a confidential informant.
He gave us the wrong apartment.
Information they were supposed to independently investigate and verify.
He said up the stairs, and it's the first door right there. I'm saying upstairs based on the windows in the picture.
Officer Joseph Capello is the cop who got the warrant approved. He and another officer actually joke about the bad raid.
What's up, dude? Bad. Hey, just throw a party for me.
No, it's not. You sign off on it.
Oh?
signed off on it.
Despite the fact that officers said they were in the wrong place, they still kept searching.
At this point, they know they've got no legal basis for being in the apartment. I would imagine they were hoping to find something that would allow them to have some sort of post hoc justification for continuing the search.
Attorney Al Hofeld Jr. has sued the city several times for bad raids. He represents the Mendez and Tate families.
You don't cut corners on the procedural safeguards that are meant to protect citizens' Fourth Amendment rights under the Constitution against illegal searches and illegal seizures.
And after these bad raids, the families say CPD did nothing to repair the damage they caused or replace items they broke, including doors, electronics, and toys.
Yeah, they broke my tablet. They cracked my tablet.
What did they break of yours that meant something to you?
My Hello Kitty karaoke. Nobody tried to fix anything, nothing.
The final indignation? The families say police went above and beyond to treat them badly, even denying them clothing.
You're standing out on 71st Street in your socks and basically underwear and pajamas.
That's it.
And it's 30 degrees out.
30 degrees out, freezing.
You were humiliated outside.
Yes.
Because you were almost naked.
Yeah.
Eason said police also forced her outside in front of her neighbors in her t-shirt and underwear.
When I was sitting there, one officer, he was laughing at me.
And you kept asking for some clothes?
Yes. And he said no. And I asked 2 more times and he said no. And he's laughing. You can imagine how that feels.
Finally, Gilbert Mendez wasn't freed from his cuffs until after his wife actually got a hold of the warrant.
They live upstairs. No, I'm keeping this. I'm keeping this.
You keep it.
That's when police finally left.
We've been trying to interview Police Superintendent Eddie Johnson for months about these wrong raids and how often they happen. After no answers, we tracked him down at a news conference tonight. He told us they do keep track, but he didn't have the numbers off the top of his head. Then, when I told him we have been asking for those numbers, he didn't answer me. A lawsuit going to be filed tomorrow for the Tates by Al Hofeld Jr., so we'll be covering that.
So they're not giving the numbers. Are we hearing anything about whether these officers have been disciplined or reprimanded?
We asked for all the records involving these cases. We've gotten nothing.
All right, stay on top of it. So lawsuit tomorrow.
Lawsuit tomorrow.
Thank you,
Probably
Dave.
another one after that, right?
Probably.
Okay, thanks.